They say that you should never meet your idols, but I think our Judi would disagree. She sat down recently with the star of The Colour Purple, Ghost, Sister Act, and the US version of this very show, The View. It is the one and only Whoopi Goldberg. And Judi, I think you may have made a new best friend.
Queen Whoopi Goldberg. I've got to say how it is. I am so honoured to be in your presence. I mean, this is a childhood dream of mine. I watched you on TV and I remember saying to myself, I want to be like that woman. I want to be... I saw myself, you know, and being here with you is just phenomenal. I got to touch you again because I can't believe this is happening. Oh, my gosh. We have to give you our loose swimming cap.
Oh, my God.
Your name on it.
I love it. Hello.
You know we love you at Loose.
I do. I love you all, too.
I was going to say, I did hear that you love us.
Oh, yeah. Loose Women was, I think, one of the first shows I did. Yeah. And I had such a good time. And, you know, and when I started doing The View, I thought, you know, there's a show over in London that does what we do.
Because you mentioned The View, I heard that you wouldn't mind doing a little swapsy.
Well, I thought it would be fun to bring The View over and do 4 days of shows and bring you all over to the U.S. and do 4 days of shows, and then the pandemic hit.
I know.
So that's why, I think that's why it sort of fell apart, but I'm still like a net.
I'm here for
in
that.
their ears.
The only problem is, I've got to say to you, I want to go where you're going. So if you're coming to England, I'm staying in England. Okay, so I don't know how we're going to work this out.
But you will miss so much.
Yeah, we'll do so. We'll sort it out.
We will.
Look, one of the things I really want to speak to you about is this amazing movie. We know it's about a young 14-year-old boy that was murdered because... you know, he whistled at a white woman in a store. You as an actress, as an exec producer, as a woman of colour, how do you prepare yourself to be involved in something like this, to frontline and act in a show like this?
Well, this took the original writer 21 years to get made. Wow. People are afraid of history. Yeah. They're just afraid of history. And they are often afraid to look back and see the reflection of what was. The greatest thing about this movie is that this movie is about the love between a mother and her son. Yeah. And there is no person on the face of the earth that has a child that can poo-poo that. She's an ordinary woman in 1955 in an ordinary town, you know, in ordinary circumstances. But then she's put in an extraordinary situation and has a choice to make. Am I going to fight and just keep fighting until someone pays attention, or am I going to lay down? She was just trying to get someone to pay attention and take responsibility for what they did. That brings us to the systemic racism. Yeah. And systemic racism seems to mean that you can come and take my life and nobody has to care. Yeah. This story starts here with this black family, but it reverberates. You played the character of Alma, which is the grandma. I found out that actually, like you were saying, this movie was supposed to be made like a decade ago. Yeah, it was supposed to be... You would have been the mom, right? When I saw Danielle's performance, I thought, oh no, this was hers. It was... This movie was hers. There was nobody else. It waited this long for her to grow up honestly, and become an actor and do this. This is... It was in her soul. She acted from her soul. Yeah. Who do you want to see this movie? What impact do you want it to have on people when they watch this movie? I want people to get uncomfortable if they recognize themselves. If they don't recognize themselves and they recognize someone else, I want them to say, oh, that's what that is. How important do you think it is for children to see this movie that explores the true nature of racism and how it impacts black families and people? And people, because it's as important as it was for us to read the Diary of Anne Frank. Oh, okay. It's as important as it was for us to read any of the stories of any of the atrocities that have happened anywhere in the world, particularly when it's told through the eyes of a young person. Yeah. Young people are very smart. I'm finding.
Heard
You
that
know it's
Sister
true.
Act 3.
You know it's true.
I will follow you.
Yes, you will.
Wherever you may go.
But you know,
I'm trying to
you
audition
haven't.
it.
I know. It's one of the things that I want to make sure I do while I'm here is I want to let Maggie Smith know that I'm holding the part of Mother Superior for you, because I just can't do it with anybody but you. So if you need me to come over here and shoot it and do whatever we have to do, we will do whatever you want us to do. But we don't want to do it without you, Maggie.
Yes, Maggie. Yes. Sister Act 3.
It's happening.
You're liking the script.
I'm liking the script. You know, we'll all go in and do whatever we have to do, but we got to find the director. But I'm trying to secure my. You secure
yours. I try to secure mine in case you need any more black nuns in there.
Well, it would be nice to have more than one, wouldn't it?
It would be good.
We're talking about representation.
Because I'm a stand-up comedian, and you're one of my idols, if not my idol. Would you ever get back on the stage and do stand-up?
I was getting ready to do that again before the pandemic, and unfortunately, right now for comics in the U.S., it's a little dicey. I think I'm just gonna. I feel like I give people enough of a target when I do the show.
Because you just speak your truth, and that's how it is.
Yeah, then you have to find me.
I've got some quick fire questions for you, Okay? So we call it panda or penguin. You just got to pick between the two.
Oh, okay.
Which one?
Give me penguin.
London or New York?
Italy.
Oh, that's why we love you. I mean, Ghost or Sister Act?
Long Walk Home.
Oh, Sister Act 1 or Sister Act 2?
2.
EastEnders or Coronation Street?
EastEnders.
Of course. Let's keep it real.
All right.
William or Harry?
Why not both?
You're my kind of woman, I'll tell you what. Lights on or lights off?
Yeah.
Both. I mean, Whoopi Goldberg, it's been an absolute pleasure interviewing you.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you so much. Everyone needs to see this film, Till. It's absolutely phenomenal. You've inspired so many. And I can't believe, as a little black girl that I was, looking at you on TV, that made me feel this is what I want to do. Even though from society, I was made to feel I would never do it, I'm now sitting here interviewing you. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Judi, I know that was a huge moment for you, and her new film, absolutely a must-watch, and I watched. We had to also, of course, play that iconic scene from Sister Act.
I know.
Will follow him.
Her amazing voice, babe. I mean, that's why Sister Act is so popular. I feel like it's that part of it that just makes the whole movie. It sums up Sister Act altogether. But yeah.
You were eyeing up a role in that, weren't you?
Of course I was. I'm here for you. But I just got to say, I was so... People don't realise after I broke down in tears like I did this morning. It was such an honour. It's an amazing movie. She exec produced it and is, in the show. And it's a hard watch, but it's something that we need to watch together.
Yeah.
It's...
Well done, Jade.
Yeah, and it's called Till, Whoopi's new movie, and it's in cinemas from today.
Yeah.